Alright, so for the 4S run, I've made 3 changes. I turned my brakes down to 37.5. I turned the punch up to 4, stock is 3. And I've changed the steering servo from 6 volts to 7.4. So that's the BEC, because apparently the stock servo can handle 7.4 volts. Let's find out. Hopefully I don't burn out the servo. Alright, here we go. Man, I am running a China Hobbyline 6600 milliamp 120C hard case pack. Oh yeah, the brakes are much nicer now. Not doing endos, which is great. That's awesome. Man, it's got heaps to go, but I am noticing no wheelies, which leads me to believe one of 2 possibilities here. Either the tires are gripping just enough to not, you know, slip and slide everywhere, but they're not gripping enough to bring the front end up, or the center diff needs a little bit of a tune, needs some slightly thicker dip oil. You can see that's full pace, so this thing with the optional pinion will be absolutely mental. So here's my verdict of it so far. If all you want to do is get this and run 4S in it, then I think with the stock pinion you'll be alright. It's actually got good speed. Obviously not on 3S as I showed earlier. 3S kind of needs a little bit more, but it's not the worst. But I guess if you're new to the hobby and you just want something that's tough that you can grow into, this is a great platform for that. And you can start on 3S stock out of the box and have your fun, and then slowly work your way up, change your pinion, then go with the bigger battery, all of these sorts of things. So pretty good, pretty good, pretty good. All right, let's take it on some jumps. Servo is still working, and yeah, let's see how we go with 4S over the jumps. Oh man, this thing has got some go on 4S. Jumps a little bit further, of course, but you're not going to be doing any standing backflips with this. Brakes are good now. Brakes are nice. 37.5, I really like them at that. You can probably go to 50. But I like it at 37. I don't know why. I mean, Team Magic did the same thing. The brakes come out of the box at 75%. It's just ridiculous. You don't need that. Why are they... I think the kids have found me. The kids have found me. They're getting all excited over there. So if you hear yelling, it's just the kids at the school. I'm also noticing that I don't have a huge amount of inertia to do backflips and things like that, like I did with the Team Magic car. Like I said, this is a longer wheelbase, it's a heavier car, and that center diff is a little bit soft, so you don't have a lot of power to the rear wheels, so you're going to lose some momentum. The wheels are also not oversized or anything like that, so it's going to be a hardcore basher, but it's not going to be a flip machine. You need bigger tires, or heavier tires perhaps, to get more inertia. More centrifugal force. Whoa, a bit too far. Took it too far then. Bring it up, there we go. Alright, big jump. Oh, maybe not. Good, good, good. All right, let's go on the big jump, because that's where the action happens. Okay, let's see what we can do over here. What kind of carnage we can create with the Sketer. Maiden run on 4S, big jump. Oh, I reckon there might be enough there for a single backflip. Wind is still going strong. It's coming from behind me at the moment, so it's kind of semi-cross diagonal sort of thing. It's kind of weird. gusting too. So 1 minute the wind's fine, and now as I approach the jump it gusts, and I missed the jump. Servo is still working, hasn't failed on me yet. No! I should have bailed. I knew I didn't have enough. That bumper survived. I thought I was going to rip it off. It survived. I'm impressed. I probably could have done it then, but I was off target. I would have hit the top of the jump otherwise, I feel. Nah. I need to line it up properly, and I probably need more wheel speed, so that's where the extra gearing is going to come into play. And really, yeah, it's good for sends, but you're not going to be doing any major stunts with this, at least not stock out of the box, and not with the stock wheels. Maybe with some Pro lines, some Max 28 or something like that, something with heavier lugs that is going to balloon a bit more, that's going to really give you that inertia to flip the car a bit more aggressively. Maybe that will help. Oop, missed it. And durability tests. Where is it? There it is. Are we all good? Yeah, bumper's still there, everything's still there. It's got good get up and go. Especially now I've turned the punch up to 4. It scoots along real nice. But I'm just not confident. There's that nose down attitude, even though I had it pegged. Nah. Well, at least we can test that, you know, foam that's underneath the body. Body survived that, truck survived that, no problem. Yeah, I think the next run's going to be quite different. I've got a few things in mind. I'm going to change a few things, and we will have quite a different truck. Oh geez, I buggered that up. We'll have quite a different truck on our hands. So let's go on the big jump just for the sake of it, because we can, and because we have some battery left. I won't even stop the camera. We'll keep rolling here and climb up this big hill. Here we go. Make sure we don't slip, because the gravel is quite slippery, and we're going down. All right, big run up this time. Okay, made it. Here we go. Do a big sand on the big jump. The Sketer is meant to take a beating. So let's see. Beautiful. No, turn around, turn around, turn around. Nah, that wheelie bar is always going to stop me. Okay. It actually flew pretty nice. Whoop. Stay upright. Good. Bumper's still there. Good. Well, I was worried about that front bumper, but it seems to be holding on. Oh, that was nasty. But it lives. Okay. Let's see if we can do a couple of jumps that we can actually land and not have to go down and fetch the truck. And we'll call this one a day before we come back another day with some tuning. Whoopa! Well, that landed. Blind landing. She's intact. It's got some zip, I tell you, even the fact that it's a little bit under-geared. Look at that. Sails, oh, buttery smooth. Apologies if It's a little greasy now, but man, that was good. Here we go, one more. Oh, that jump, that little step, just throws the truck out of alignment ever so slightly. It was doing the same thing to the Team Magic car, and it just throws it offline. Here we go. Oh, bit of a whip, blind landing, and it's good. And oh no, you idiot. Ah. Okay. Tell you what though, this is a tough little nugget, this thing. It's a tough little truck. Taking some hits. Opa! Oh. We're good, we're good. I think. We good? Are we okay? Are we okay? Hang on. Hang on, hang on. What have I done? Oh no, we're not okay. Hold on a second. The bumper is hanging on for dear life. And something has happened to the front end here. What has happened? Oh, okay, there we go. We have managed to bend the front shock tower and I've snapped, okay. Oh no, the shock tower, hang on. Hang on, let me zoom out. Yes, we have caused some damage. We've broken a nut, a bolt, a screw, a thing. We've broken something. Here we go. Here it is. There it is. Okay, there's our damage. We've snapped a bolt right there. So we've done that, and yeah, the front shock tower is definitely bent a little bit. So you can see that it's taken some nasty hits there. So not too bad, but yeah, the front bumper, what's happened with this front bumper? Is it okay or is it not? I think it is okay. I think it was just my imagination because the body was all wonky. But no, the front bumper's fine. The shock tower I'll remove and just hammer it straight. The screw I'll replace, which I'm pretty sure I can fix that, and that will be up and running. So not the worst of things that could have happened to this truck. It's taken some nasty hits, and you can see that I've still got residue from when the shocks leaked, not the shocks, the bottles leaked in the truck. So obviously got a bit of leak because I thought the shocks were leaking, but they're not. The shocks are actually fine. They've got plenty of oil in them, so they're not leaking. Everything else has survived fine. No issues with anything else. The servo's okay. The body's actually survived pretty well, apart from this bit now where it kind of got hammered by the body post. But yeah, the shock tower's got a bit of a bend in it. It's taken some hits, and I've got to give credit where credit is due. Don't run away from me. Don't run away. I'm talking to you. Don't run away from me. Yeah, I've got to give credit where credit's due. Wasn't my best driving experience. It has a little bit of tuning that needs to be done, and I've just noticed the sway bars also popped off there. So I've got that that's come off. Not a big deal. I can put that back on. Yeah, overall I'm impressed with it. I think with a little bit of tuning that I'm going to do to it, it's a couple of things I'm going to change. The gearing, maybe I'll touch the center diff, and I'll come back with some different tires that will hopefully give me a little bit more air authority. And yeah, I think we're going to see a different truck next time I bring it out here. So stay tuned. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do, and be sure to hit that like button on your way out if you enjoyed this video. Thank you all very much for watching, and I'll speak to you next time.